Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Alyssa. Today I have my empties for May. And so let's get right in. This was something I picked up at Whole Foods when I got the Whole Food like beauty kits. Their plain, no scent Epsom salt is, I think, the cheapest I've seen. It's a 4-pound bag, and what I love is it has like this almost like Velcro up here. This was like $3 or less. $3, but also like $1.50 kind of rings a bell, but it was really cheap. The one sad thing was they had plenty of like really cool scents, but the scents were like double the price. $5, $6, but just the plain bag, I believe, is cheaper than Dr. Teal's at Walmart. So anyway, it was a good steal, and I love Epsom salts in the bath. I think they just kind of help relax your muscles, etc. It's taken me forever to finish these up, but I use these skinny coffee syrups for my oatmeal instead of putting like sugar or whatnot. And these are huge. I got these from Home Goods, I think back in like October-ish. 3 of them. I just purchased some more at TJ Maxx, or was it Marshall's? But like at the grocery store, it's a name brand and it's a much smaller bottle for like $8. This was $3.99. This was vanilla, but they have all kinds of different flavors. So if you want syrups, regular or skinny, try Marshall's, Home Goods, or TJ Maxx. On the TJ Maxx go is if you like sheet masks, they often have name brand sheet masks for cheap. I really like the Cream Shop. They have great ingredients. The ingredients are usually high up. They also had like kitty, like this was like a corgi face. I don't really care about that. But what I care about is that it's good ingredients. This was only $3.99, so kind of like $1.33 per mask. So you can't beat that. And again, good ingredients. So I've even seen Dr. Jart masks there before. So TJ Maxx, Marshalls are like my go-to for like masks and things like that. If your washing machine ever starts leaving kind of like a white cast on your clothes, I would pick up any brand, but this is what I had, the OxyClean. You basically throw it in, and then at least my wash has like a clean itself sort of cycle. So you throw this in, hit the button, and then it cleans itself. And for me, that takes care of the white cast that occasionally it'll leave on like your black pants or something. So as I was talking in my shampoo video about how I was using Suave as a kid, I realized I was doing the same thing to my kid. Not that it's necessarily a problem, and this worked just fine for her when she was younger, but now I feel like her hair is getting a little more frizzy, whatever. So I upgraded her to, I think, Aussie, so not really a huge upgrade. And again, this is probably fine in general, but her hair gets tangled easily, so I thought maybe we'll go up a little bit of a level so her hair doesn't get as tangled. This was a mask by Aceology that I got, I believe, in my Ipsy, and I like it. It is, let's see if we can show you. It is a like pink pearlescent bubblegummy thing that you do a thin layer. And I've always wondered if those like peel off masks really do like peel in one fell swoop. This one absolutely did. This is called a firming mask. I don't really know if it made my skin any firmer. I really enjoyed this mask, but I feel like this might have been too much for my skin. I like doing a clay mask. In reality, it's probably my fault. I was probably doing too many like clay masks or exfoliation masks. Because this basically, I think, pulls off all your dead skin. I did like how smooth my skin was, but I was getting to where I was getting red, more red than normal. And I feel like maybe my skin barrier was like too much exfoliation. So this is kind of just getting decluttered. I really liked it, but I much prefer my clay masks. But again, this was awesome. If your skin's not sensitive and can take more masks, I really did like this. I just can't do too many masks. We got this. I got this in the Luxley. This was a milkshake? Milkshake whipped cream leave-in foam for your hair. It was nice to try. It's not empty. It's not a product I need to use. I would say it may add shine and it adds like a scent. Like if you've been to the gym and you want to like freshen the scent of your hair, this is really good. I really don't know if it added that much moisture. But it didn't weigh my hair down and it was fine. Just really not necessary. I recently tried these chips. I saw them at Walmart and they were only 3 points on Weight Watchers, or at least on my version of Weight Watchers. So I thought I would try them. They're basically a keto chip. 140 calories, 5 grams of fat, 5 carbs, and 19 grams of protein. It was a fun snack that was different. 4 of these bags cost like almost $9. It was like 8 and change, but like $8.65, $8.75, somewhere along those. If you need a crunchy chip, these were good. They have a slightly softer crunch than a chip, but still a crunch. So you can definitely tell they're not traditional chips, but they were very filling and it was nice to have something different. If these were cheaper, I would probably have them in my weekly rotation, but at about like $2.20 a bag, it just seems a little extreme. This has been for the last couple of years my favorite cleanser. For whatever reason, I'm just wanting to branch out and try something new, probably mainly because this is $36. It does last, I would say, a good solid 6 or more months. A little bit goes a long way. Purlisse, this is the Blue Lotus 4-in-1 cleansing milk. Purlisse in general, a lot of their products, but the blue line is one of my favorite. I love this. If it was cheaper, I've repurchased that. I've been so lucky that they're for a long time on Ipsy. I kept getting those for like $12 or $16. So I would repurchase it again if they ever have a sale because I love it. But right now I'm just kind of wanting to branch out. I had picked this up also at TJ Maxx, more for my daughter to detangle. It was okay. Given that she has straight hair and not too much to fuss about, I expected this to be better and to make her hair just glide, or the brush just glide through her hair. So I was a little disappointed. For like BioSilk, I was really expecting this to be like a lot, making her hair silky, smooth, and easy to brush. And I don't know if it really did that. This is by Body Shop. I'm decluttering this. My husband bought it, I think, on a Valentine's Day. It is a massage oil. And, I mean, it works. It is very lavender scented. But this is like a massage oil that I feel like stays oily. It's not like a body oil that soaks in. It feels good. Like, this leaves you, like, wanting to go straight to the shower and get it off. And then it's like, the sheet's oily. It's just no good. In my opinion, if you like a very oily massage oil, it would be good, but it's too oily and doesn't sink in, if that makes any sense. I do have another sheet mask. I love Face Tory's sheet masks, and this was the Bright For You, and it was gold. I even saved the mask. So it was gold. They were claiming this outside gold keeps like the serums from evaporating. I really don't know if that's a risk. But I do think Face Tory has really good quality sheet masks. So I was really excited to try a sample of this Pureology. The Pureology Blue is my absolute favorite, like, holy grail shampoo for my hair. And my hairdresser swears up and down that you have to rotate bottles. Like, once I finish that, I shouldn't use it again, even if I love it. So I was hoping that, like, I would love this purple Hydrate Pureology. I don't. It was okay. This is the conditioner. Very, very, very tea tree. I would have also said peppermint. I assume it's tea tree. I don't know if I can read it. But it, like, tingles and almost burns. Like, it is so, I assume, tea tree. It was fine. I think my hair looks better on the blue formula. So I was very excited to try this without buying it, because I probably would have ended up buying the bottles. So I was very happy to try it. And it was for me. which I was shocked by because I love the Pureology Blue, whatever the name of it is. So I have a couple of JL and Naturals, and this was a muscle rub. And I guess I have 2 muscle rubs, and so I love the Deep Blue by Doterra, and this is their essential oil, but they also have like a cream. I love this. This we got in Goldie Boxed, and theoretically it's like this bar that comes out, and then you rub it, but it's kind of waxy and it's hard to rub, and it's just kind of like, I can already see a hair from when I was rubbing this on my husband's legs. So I don't know. I just don't like the concept of this like tacky bar that you're rubbing all over, and it didn't really do anything. So this is just getting decluttered. But a J&L Naturals that I loved, and I think I showed this in a recent Empties video, but this is one of those products where until you stopped using it, you didn't realize what it was doing for your hair. I loved my hair on this. I think it kept my ends softer, my hair more moisturized. And so I just recently repurchased this. It's $27. They do have a program where if you sign up for a subscription, it's $23, but the longest you can go is 3 months. And this lasted well into like the 6 to 8 months. And they have different like versions, and they have a quiz that you can take. And when I took the quiz, it wanted me to get, I think, growth or hydrate. This is the strength formula. They also have different scents, but I don't really notice a scent. But I just kept this one, even though the quiz told me to get another one, because I really like it. This has grapeseed oil, coconut oil, jojoba, argan, castor. And I didn't originally repurchase it right away because I had a pure argan oil I got some time ago from my FabFitFun, and I felt like I wanted to use it, and I have been using it. I don't think it works as well. So I love this, and it's one of those things where you don't really know what it's doing for you until you stop using it. I loved so many products I got in those Whole Food bags. This one I am highly thinking of repurchasing. There were about 3 of the face creams where I loved them. This is Trilogy, the Ultra Hydrating Face Cream with honey and lavender. I love honey. This is super thick, so it's more for dry skin. And then they had a lot of Acure. Acure would be the only the one product from those bags that I wasn't so in love with. This one was fine, but this one's very, very, very lightweight. Maybe for oily skin. Like for me, it's not hydrating enough. So I did enjoy it, but I had to add a face oil in it or it wasn't really strong enough for me. This has also been my holy grail for sunscreen, the Paula's Choice Youth Extending Daily Hydrating Fluid SPF 50. I really love it. It is super thin. It goes on. No white cast for me, but I am very pale. And they do have a refill program as well. So I think it's like a $5 discount or something. And I get it sent every 3 months. So it lasts just a hair over 3 months. I love it. I'm very picky on my sunscreens. I just want it to soak right in and not feel like a sunscreen. I will say I don't think it's held up in Hawaii. Maybe it's not very sweat proof. So if you're somewhere like on a vacation in the like sun, you might need something else. I was a little disappointed in Hawaii. But otherwise I love it. And this is my 3rd. I've already repurchased this. I think I'm on my 3rd tube. So I've just been decluttering. This was totally fine. Now that I'm using better like shampoo and conditioner, I just don't need these like this. And so it was fine. I never used it. At this point, this is probably literally over 10 years old. So it's just kind of decluttering. And so it's all so old that I don't necessarily remember. I don't think it added that much curl. It was fine. No need to keep it. Same for this one. I really liked this for a long time, but I just was never consistent. And again, this is like over 10 years old at this point, probably, or at least over 5 or 7. I liked it. This was more of a just get rid of the frizz kind of product. Not much conditioning. I was really happy to try this. This is one of my like kind of like little splurges sort of at Walmart. The e.l.f. Holy Hydration Face Cream, Hyaluronic Acid and Peptide. For the money, this is a great cream, and I kind of have some still in here. It's very lightweight. It blends in really well. They do have a gel version, so it's slightly like thicker than the gel version. Very nice, like really good ingredients. I don't know whether I'm being judgy because it's only like $13, but I don't think that it's really the price point. I just think I need a thicker cream. So like compared to these two, if I was going to repurchase one, I would repurchase the Trilogy. Sadly, this is like $30 cream. And I mean, this is a trial size. This was really nice, but I just don't think I would repurchase it. It was fine, but I love the packaging. I love the ingredients, but I needed something more moisturizing for my skin. So I personally wouldn't repurchase this, although now that I'm putting it on my hand, it did feel really nice. I think I've been spoiled by like Ipsy and just getting higher dollar items, so I'm not sure whether it's a little bit in my mind, whether this is just not as good because it's cheaper. So this is probably going to go on the counter at work for somebody to take. I just got this in last month's Ipsy. This is like the Dragon's Blood Rhodial Eye Cream. Eye gel. The packaging is to me terrible. You squeeze it, and that's not the terrible part, but it's a huge amount for your under eye. Although this doesn't look as bad, but it burns. Like maybe you could say a strong tingle, but like it felt like it was literally burning my under eye. So I don't have time for that. And so it'll probably go to somebody at work who maybe it won't do that to. Living Proof. This is Frizz Intense. Ooh, is it going to focus? Why? Oh, there we go. And I've tried Living Proof shampoo and conditioner, and I wasn't a fan. I liked this. It did take away the frizz. My problem is a lot of like the frizz stuff works, but then it somehow takes away the curl too. So for me, this was really hydrating. My hair looked great, but it kind of, I don't know, took away the wave and the volume or something. This is like, it's got my hair and stuff all over it. I got a little sample of this. It was too much. I feel like a little goes a long way. Too oily, weighed down my hair too much. All right, so I got this in the Winky Lux, what do you call that? Mystery bag. I didn't think I liked it at first. It is, to me, Winky Lux has stellar packaging. The products are beautiful, overly scented, and just, I feel like they're too extreme in the, like, pretty packaging and maybe not as good, like a good cover, but not a good story if we're talking about books. I ended up loving this. I almost love it more than my favorite lip oil, which is generally the Sugar Rush by Tarte. This is one of my favorite lip oils. I would buy this again if it wasn't for the little stars. So if you can see, the bottom is full of these little stars. I was thinking the stars would come out and dissolve. So to me, you're not getting a full amount of product because of all of these little stars, which do make a very pretty package, but I feel like they're keeping you from getting a full amount. It has a unique applicator. Like if you can see it, it's kind of a dough foot that's a pancake. And at first, I really didn't like it, but now it's a very sweet, almost sugar cookie taste. I don't need all the scents and flavors, but it was a really nice oil, and I really just loved the applicator. So I looked online. Sadly, they don't have this lip oil without the beautiful stars, and it really is a beautiful package, but it just takes up space and doesn't do anything. I wish I had gotten these sooner. So back when COVID first started, so I don't know, 2 years ago at this point, I did a video on razors. And I had tried the Venus, But due to price, I chose the Billy over Venus. And the Billy just fizzled out. They were not good. I thought they were for that week I used them, but I just had too many problems. These are crazy expensive. I think like 5 blades for like $25 or something. Best razor I have ever used. If you have Costco, you can get, it's definitely a good deal, but it's worth it. I was on this blade, I think lasted me 6 weeks. Now I will say probably those last 2 weeks, I wasn't getting the A++, but it was still working absolutely just fine. So I would probably go once a month. I also only shave my legs like twice a week. So it's probably not getting the use if you shave your legs every day. But these last so long for me that I think it's worth it. It is just so nice. I was doing Dollar Shave. I did Dollar Shave for probably 7 years or more. And then all of a sudden, their razors just nicked me. Like I thought maybe at first I thought I was being sloppy in the shower, or maybe it was like a bad pack. But I was getting so many cuts on my legs. It was insane. I don't think I've ever cut myself with a Venus, so I love it. So I had gotten that sample pack from, I think, Sephora. Really kind of looking for I can't talk, foundation. I really had wanted to like the Rare Beauty. It just wasn't my fave. I had the try on video where I tried those on. I really liked the Laura Mercier, but it's expensive. I don't remember how much, but I feel like $40 or something, or $50. I really had wanted to like the Ilia. You see all kinds of social media. This just, maybe if you have super dry skin, it's great, but it was too like, whoa, like my face looked wet kind of a thing. I was not impressed with the Too Faced Born Your Way. Anywho. We got a sample of these Sleeping Beauty, sleeping gummies. They were fine. And I liked them. And then we got a Kylie Skin. This was, I think, a Melt Your Makeup Off. Let me see what it was. Yeah, a makeup melting cleanser. But it also had little granules. I really liked this. My problem with any of these Ulta foil packets is you don't really get enough. Yes, I really liked this. I would like 2 uses. Because the first time could just kind of be a freak thing. So I loved this. But I wouldn't buy it unless I got to try it again, if that makes sense. And then I have I would say probably a 12 or 13-year-old perfume. I'm just kind of decluttering. It's almost out. I really used to love this scent. It was by Body Shop. White Musk Libertine. Let's see. It's kind of... I still really like it, but I feel like, I don't know. I've moved on. It kind of has a baby powder, very tiny baby powder with it. And so I just moved on. And so I'm decluttering it. But anyway, those are my empties for May. I hope you have a great day and I will talk to you soon.